Good afternoon, students. In this lecture, we are going to see our unit number 3, chapter number 3, limits, fits, tolerances, and gauges, which is for 12 marks for the MSBT examination. Let us see the syllabus points. The first point in this chapter is concept of limits, fits, deviations, and tolerances. The second point is that the basic terminology, selective assembly, interchangeability. Third point is Indian standard IS 919 and 1993 fits, different types of fits. Then hole and shaft basis system, guide for the selection of fits. Then ISO system of limit and fits. There are the numericals on finding the limit and tolerances of hole and shaft assembly. Okay, that means there may be different types of numericals which are consisting of different types of holes, shafts, and we have to find out whatever the permissible limits as well as the tolerances for the given hole and shaft. Then the fifth point is that the gauges. Limit gauges is for the syllabus, the type limit gauges for the syllabus. Then Taylor's principle of gauge design, plug gauge, then ring gauges, snap gauge, adjustable snap gauge. These are the various types of gauges which we have to study. Okay, let us see. As we know that there are a lot of machine components which are consisting of holes, shafts. That means whatever the shaft is there in the machine that fits into the hole provided, so that it is necessary to select appropriate size holes, appropriate size shafts for that particular applications, and this knowledge is useful at the time of assembly, selective assembly, as well as interchangeability. That means whenever any component of the machine which is get damaged, at the time of replacement of that component or at the time of repair, we require to replace that shaft. In that case, this knowledge of limit fit tolerance is very useful for the appropriate selection of shaft as well as the hole for the assembly. So there are a lot of basic concepts uh, in the structure of this hole and shaft. So the first concept is that the size. What is the size? What is exactly the size? As we know that if we are purchasing any shaft from the market, then uh, we can asking to the shopkeeper for a particular size, 50 mm, 25 mm, 30 mm. In that case, that number 30, 20, 50, that is expressing the value of that particular dimension. What does the size indicate? It is the number which is expressing, that number which is expressing the value of the dimension of that component, and we are purchasing that component from the market. Okay, so size is the value, number expressing the value of the dimension. Okay, then nominal size and nominal size are basically similar, but whenever we are making a drawing of that particular component on a paper, or the drawing of that component on a paper, In that case, whatever the dimension which is expressed in a drawing, that is known as the nominal size. That is known as the nominal size. So how we can define the nominal size? It is the size by which it is expressed on a drawing. Means on a drawing, the size is expressed by the nominal size. Then a very important concept, that is basic size. Basic size. Actually, if you see in a diagram, then this is the basic size as shown in a diagram. So what is exactly the basic size? Basic size is that size by which all the reference readings are taken. That means maximum diameter, minimum diameter, then tolerances, various types of tolerances, lower deviations, upper deviations. These all these all are taken from a particular reference line or reference size. That size is known as the basically basic size. Then actual size, if we measure that particular component by using a measuring instrument, then after that we will get a particular dimension value. That value, that calculated value, that measured value is known as the actual size. That size is known as the actual size. Then actual deviation, it is the difference between actual size and basic size. Actual deviation means what? Deviation means the difference. Deviation means the difference. So actual deviation is the difference between, in what, the actual size and the basic size. Okay, then upper deviation. What is upper deviation? If you see in a diagram, what is the upper deviation? Here is shown the upper deviation. That means it is the difference between the maximum limit and the basic size. Maximum limit and the basic size. Okay, that means this is the maximum diameter of the shaft, and this is the basic size. That means this difference between the maximum diameter of the shaft and the basic size is known as the upper deviation. Then similarly, the lower deviation, what is that? As we know that basic size remains constant. For the difference, we are taking the minimum limit. This is the minimum diameter. This is the minimum diameter. Okay, so that how we can define the lower deviation? It is the difference between minimum limit and basic size. Okay, so zero line is also one of the component of this structure. Then it is the line representing the basic size. It is the line representing the basic size. Now the tolerances. Tolerance is what? Tolerance is the difference between maximum limit and minimum limit. In this diagram we can see what is the tolerance. The tolerance is the difference between the maximum diameter and the minimum diameter. Whatever the dimension is, the difference between maximum diameter and minimum diameter, that is the tolerance. So the next point is the limit. Limit is the maximum or minimum permissible values between which the actual size is present. So limit is the maximum or minimum permissible values between which the actual size is present. That means If this diagram shows the maximum diameter, this is the maximum diameter, this is the minimum diameter. That means the maximum or the minimum permissible values. That means these maximum diameter and minimum diameter are the permissible minimum and maximum limits. Permissible maximum and minimum limits. म्हणजे तो जो शाफ्ट आहे त्याची मॅक्सिमम डायमेन्शन आणि मिनिमम डायमेन्शन हे शो करणारे जी काही व्हॅल्यू असेल दॅट इज द लिमिट. मग इथं मॅक्सिमम डायमीटर जो आहे तर ती मॅक्सिमम लिमिट आहे. देन दिस मिनिमम डायमीटर इज द मिनिमम डायमीटर ऑफ द शाफ्ट. Then there are two types of limits: maximum limit, that is the upper limit, then minimum limit, upper limit, lower limit, maximum limit, upper limit, minimum limit, lower limit. Then what is exactly the maximum limit? As we know that, as we have seen, the maximum diameter shown in the diagram, that is the maximum limit. That means it is the maximum permissible size of the component. It is the maximum permissible size of the component, that is known as the maximum limit. Then minimum limit, it is the minimum permissible size of the component. It is the minimum permissible size of the component, that is known as the permissible minimum limit. Minimum limit. Then need or the importance of the tolerance. Why the tolerances are provided? As we know that the tolerance is the difference between maximum limit and minimum limit. As we know that tolerance is the difference between the maximum limit and minimum limit of the component. Why these tolerances are provided? The question is asked in the examination: what is tolerance? What is the need or the importance of the tolerance? Okay, as we know that while manufacturing, it is always difficult to manufacture the components of the actual size. We cannot manufacture the actual size components because whatever the dimensions, whatever the settings, machine settings, or the whatever tool setting, that is not according to the actual size. There may be some differences may be there, or variations may be there, errors may be there. Then the production machines have some inaccuracies and limitations to produce the parts of the actual size. That means by using the machines we cannot manufacture the components of the actual size. Okay, this is the one of the reason. First reason is that it is difficult to manufacture the components of the actual size. We cannot be able to manufacture the components of the actual size. Then production machines have some inaccuracies. That means that machines have some limitations to produce the parts of the actual size due to the changes in the properties of the material. Whenever there is the production of heat or anything while machining, in that case there is the introduction of errors. There is the introduction of errors while machining, so that the dimensions may changes. Then because of these three reasons, there is the need of provision of tolerances, so that which makes the manufacturing is easier, accurate, acceptable. Okay, म्हणजे एखादा कंपोनंट आपण मॅन्युफॅक्चर करताना ॲक्च्युअल साईजचा कंपोनंट आपण मॅन्युफॅक्चर करू शकत नाही. म्हणजे 5.10 मिलीमीटरचं जर कंपोनंट आपल्याला मॅन्युफॅक्चर करायचं असेल तर आपल्याकडून 5.8 मिलीमीटर किंवा 5.12 मिलीमीटर अशा पद्धतीने मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग होऊ शकतं. ॲक्च्युअल 5.10 मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग करणं शक्य नसतं. दॅट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. देन सेकंड रिझन असं आहे, मशीनला काही इनॅक्युरसीज असतात, टूल सेटिंग किंवा बाकीच्या ज्या काही सेटिंग्स असतील त्या. देन देर आर सम लिमिटेशन्स. मशीनच्या काही लिमिटेशन्स असतात की इतक्या ॲक्युरसीपर्यंत ते मशीन जो काही कॉम्पोनंट बनवायचा आहे तो मॅन्युफॅक्चर करू शकतो. आणि तिसरं जे रिझन आहे दॅट इज व्हाईल मशिनिंग काही वेळेला एन्व्हायरमेंटल कंडिशन्स असतील, टेम्परेचर असेल, ते जर कमी जादा झालं, एन्व्हायरमेंटल कंडिशन्स कमी जादा झालं, तर देर मे बी इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ एरर इन द मशिनिंग. So that is why we cannot be able to produce the components of actual size. So that is why there is the need of importance of provision of tolerances to the machining components. Okay. These definitions we have seen why tolerances are specified. This is also we have seen. Then types of tolerances: unilateral tolerances and bilateral tolerances. Okay, so first type, when tolerances is provided only one side of zero line. Okay, so this is the zero line and tolerance is provided only one side. That means whether it may be at the upper side or whether it may be at a lower side. Okay, so that the tolerance must be provided only at one side, that may be below of the zero line or the above the zero line. Okay, so such a type of tolerance is known as a unilateral. Uni means one, single. That means the tolerance which is provided only on one side of the zero line. म्हणजे झिरो लाईनच्या कोणत्या तरी एका साईडला, अप्पर किंवा लोअर साईडला जे काही टॉलरन्स प्रोव्हाइड केलं जातं, that is known as a unilateral tolerance. Okay, here is the example is also given, unilateral tolerance. आता हे जे एक्झाम्पल आहे हे बघूया आपण. याच्यामध्ये दिलेलं आहे एक्झाम्पल. आता हॅश 25 मीन्स बेसिक साईज 25, देन प्लस 18 अँड प्लस 0.10. म्हणजे हे जे दोन्ही टॉलरन्सेस प्रोव्हाइड केलेले, टॉलरन्स लिमिट प्रोव्हाइड केलेली, तर ती जी आहे ती 25च्या वरती प्लस दोन्हींना प्लस साईन. ओके, म्हणजे बेसिक साईजच्या वरती हे टॉलरन्स प्रोव्हाइड केलेलं आहे. Okay, so if we calculate the upper limit and lower limit, as we know that the upper limit is equal to the basic size plus upper tolerance, and lower limit is equal to the basic size plus lower tolerance, so that we will get these three different dimensions. Basic size is 25, then upper limit that is equal to 25, that 25 basic size plus whatever the upper tolerance, that is 0.18, so that the total dimension would be 25.18. Okay, then the second is that lower limit, that is lower limit is equal to basic size 25 plus this lower tolerance, that is 0.10, so that we will get the lower limit of this shaft, that is 25.10. Okay, by observing these three values, that means 25, 25.18, 25.10. Okay, so that we can say that whatever the tolerance is provided, that is on upper side, that means that is more than the 25. The basic size is 25, upper limit is 25.18, lower limit is 25.10. That means both the values are more than 25, that means basic size, so that the tolerance is provided only on one side. So such a type of tolerance is a unilateral tolerance. म्हणजे जे काही टॉलरन्स प्रोव्हाइड केलेलं आहे ते बेसिक साईजच्या एकाच साईडला आहे, म्हणजे अप्पर साईडला आहे. सो दॅट इज वाय इट इज नोन ॲज अ unilateral tolerance. Okay, then advantages of unilateral tolerances. So by using the unilateral tolerance system, there is the precise fit between the two mating components. एकदम प्रिसाईज फिटमेंट दोन्ही कॉम्पोनंटची आपल्याला करता येऊ शकते. देन सेकंड ॲडव्हान्टेज इज दॅट इझी अँड सिम्पल ॲज पर द कॅल्क्युलेशन करायला हे जे काय आहे टॉलरन्स ते पण सोपं आहे. देन इट हॅज सम लोअर लिमिट, त्याला एक लोअर लिमिट पण असतं. देन ड्युरिंग मशीनिंग components manufacturer would be machined till upper limit of the shaft and lower limit of the hole is. That means मॅन्युफॅक्चर करताना होल आणि शाफ्ट मशीनिंग कुठपर्यंत करायचं आहे तर शाफ्टच्या अप्पर लिमिटपर्यंत आणि होलच्या लोअर लिमिटपर्यंत आपल्याला मशीनिंग करायचं आहे. म्हणजे आपल्याला ही जी काही फिट मिळणार आहे ती कधी मिळणार, म्हणजे मशीनिंग करताना शाफ्ट जो मशीनिंग करायचं आहे तो अप्पर लिमिटपर्यंत आणि होल जे मशीनिंग करायचं आहे ते लोअर लिमिटपर्यंत. आणि मॅक्सिमम जे काही इंटरचेंजेबिलिटी कॉम्पोनंट्सची होते त्याच्यामध्ये युनिलॅटरल सिस्टम ही वापरली जाते किंवा प्रेफर केली जाते. सो दीज आर द व्हेरियस ॲडव्हान्टेजेस ऑफ युनिलॅटरल सिस्टम. आणि ह्या युनिलॅटरल सिस्टममध्ये जे काही टॉलरन्स आहे दॅट इज प्रोव्हाइडेड ऑन ओनली वन साइड ऑफ बेसिक सो ऑर झिरो लाईन. सो दिस इज द युनिलॅटरल टॉलरन्स. आणि पुढचा जो काय टाईप आहे दॅट इज द बाय लॅटरल टॉलरन्स. बाय मीन्स टू. So as we know that when the tolerance is provided on both the sides of zero line, such a type of tolerance is known as the bilateral tolerance. That means if we see the example in this case, okay, in this case we can easily find that both the values, that means one value is above the basic size and the second value is below the basic size. So that is why it is known as a bilateral tolerance. If you see the example, okay, here is given the basic size that is 25 and the two tolerance values that is -10 and -20 which is given. So upper limit and lower limit after calculation we will get that 24.90 millimeter and 24.80 millimeter. Okay, so if you see the example here, this is the basic size 25, then 25 minus 0.02 plus 0.02, that means 25.02 is the upper limit. 25.02 is the upper limit and lower limit is what, 24.99. this is a lower limit. So we will get one value which is more than the basic size and one value which is lower than or below the basic size. So advantages of this bilateral system. Bilateral system is preferred for the manufacturing of large size components. For the large size component we can use the bilateral system. It makes procedure of machine setting very easy and simple. That means it is very easier to use the bilateral system in the case of manufacturing.